So there's a newspaper called the Hill Times that's sold on Parliament Hill, obviously, that MPs and senators and their staff read. It's a small audience, but obviously a very influential one, so they do well by selling ads to lobbyists, for example. Anyways, once a year, the Hill Times polls parliamentary staff, the aides and assistants on the Hill, so obviously it tilts towards the governing party, which has the most staff on the Hill. Anyways, it's not a statistically valid poll so much as a fun yearbook-style vote for which MP is the sexiest or the most likely to succeed or which is the hardest working, that sort of thing. They actually ask questions like those. So it's a fun thing, no big deal, sort of a gossip column, but they ask this one question each year, and it's really weird. They ask, which talking head would you most like to silence? Talking head, they mean a journalist or a pundit. It's sort of weird, don't you think? I mean, you're asking political staff to daydream about silencing the press. Isn't that a bit, you know, illiberal, maybe even a little fascist? I mean, that's the kind of thing that political staff in Turkey or Russia or China might daydream about, but it's a bit odd for a Canadian newspaper dedicated to chronicling the heart of democracy. Don't you think it's a bit weird to ask? For any journalist to ask, let alone a political journal. Anyways, I think it's weird. But yeah, shocker, I won. And not for the first time either. I am the #1 pick for who Liberal staff would like to silence, followed by government journalist Rosemary Barton, and then CTV's Evan Solomon is in third. Now, I have no idea why a Liberal-dominated survey would say they want to silence Rosemary Barton of the CBC. She works for the Liberals. The CBC is a full-time state broadcaster. They get $1.5 billion a year from Trudeau. They are a state broadcaster in the worst tradition of that term. But Barton goes above and beyond. I mean, here she is fangirling with Trudeau, and she doesn't care who knows about her love. She actually posted that image on Twitter. Anyways, look, I know this is a goofy survey. It's just for fun. Handsomest MP, that sort of thing. It's gossip in a town that lives on gossip. But when you ask Liberal staffers, and other staffers too, who they'd like to silence, and they say it's me, the leader of a small internet news network, you're not getting a joke answer, because it wasn't actually a joke question. These are Liberals and New Democrats. They believe in censorship. Stephen Harper's Conservatives voted to repeal Section 13 of the Canadian Human Rights Act, the censorship provision of that law, but only one single Liberal MP voted with them against censorship. Every other Liberal loved censorship, and every New Democrat too. Once in opposition, the former Liberal Justice Minister, Erwin Collar, actually drafted a private member's bill to reinstate that Section 13 censorship of the Human Rights Commission, but actually make it worse. Do you really doubt that the Liberals and NDP want to do it? I truly believe that before the end of the term of Justin Trudeau, Rachel Notley, and Kathleen Wynne, one of those three governments will prosecute us for our opinions. I believe that. I don't want that, but they sure seem to. For the Rebel.media, I'm Ezra Levant. Hey, better watch our videos while they're still legal. Click here to subscribe and more so you never miss one.